Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 74 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Come on.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richards. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Richards. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chiefs nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's second and inches at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On the jump.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Richards. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Set. Go, Reed. Go. Set, go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.